A roll of duct tape is, well, it's just tape, right? Until an engineer looks at it, I guess. Today, we're taking a deep dive into some developer Discord logs. We want to see how a group of Battlefield 2042 players used, like, digital duct tape to force a massive game engine to do something it was never designed to do.
Yeah, run a custom payload mode. It's just the ultimate display of creative problem solving from the Portal community.
Right, so our mission today is to look at how a really small group of creators built this silky smooth custom experience entirely inside a Discord server. But for anyone who hasn't played it, what is this mode actually about?
Basically, it is a classic escort mission brought into the Battlefield universe. So one team tries to push a payload, like a moving objective, to a final target before time runs out.
And you hit checkpoints along the way to add time.
Right. Yeah. And the defending team obviously tries to stop it or push it backward. The really cool part is the movement is proximity based.
Oh, so the more attackers standing near it, the faster it goes.
You got it. It is simple but really effective.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because reading through these Discord logs, the initial balance sounded, well, like a completely rigged game of tug-of-war.
Oh, it absolutely was.
Right, because the defenders had this massive weight advantage and were winning almost every single round.
What's fascinating here is how the creators approached that imbalance. Specifically, developers going by the handles and ZUY71 and Thiazi.
Right, they were kind of the main guys in the chat.
Yeah. So if both teams move the payload at the exact same rate, defenders inherently have the upper hand just by contesting the space. So they disabled the speed stacking multiplier entirely for the defending team.
Wait, meaning the attackers can push it forward at like running speed by stacking players, but if the defenders manage to contest it, they can only push it backward at half walking speed?
Correct. It prevents the attackers from instantly losing all their hard-earned momentum the second they lose control of the objective.
I see. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it completely leveled the playing field. It stopped the mode from turning into this frustrating, never-ending stalemate.
But here's where I get a bit confused, honestly. The game already has drivable trucks, you know?
Oh, sure. Lots of them.
So why go through the absolute nightmare of coding a fake payload from scratch using pure logic? Why not just grab a truck asset, throw an AI bot in the driver's seat, and tell the bot to drive forward when players are near?
Well, that was actually their first instinct. But when you use a real vehicle, you inherit all the native physics of the game engine.
Which I imagine is a problem.
A massive problem. At one point during their testing, they put an AI in a tank to act as the payload.
Right.
And the AI just completely ignored the movement code and literally yeeted the tank into a skyscraper on the Cairo map.
No way. So the native physics were actively fighting their custom rules.
Exactly. They had to strip the physics out entirely. And that is where the real technical hurdles begin, honestly.
Because bypassing the native physics means you are faking movement with code.
Right. You are essentially teleporting the objective frame by frame. And let me tell you, the engine hates that.
Oh, is that what caused that weird floating bug on the snow maps? The logs mentioned something about the payload detaching from the truck.
That is the exact mechanism, yeah. See, they couldn't build a custom 3D model, so they slapped an existing MCM radio station asset onto a truck model, just to represent the payload.
Okay, clever workaround.
But on snow maps, when a new player joins, the engine lags slightly to load visual weather effects. And because the MCM was being teleported frame by custom code, it lost sync during that lag spike.
Oh, wow. So the MTM would just detach and float in midair.
Yeah, exactly. They had to script a workaround to constantly reset the visual effects so the illusion held together.
They were really fighting for every inch of this design. I mean, I saw they even had to build a custom UI counter on the screen just to show how many players were pushing.
Because the engine flat out refused to let them change the color of the objective circle on the ground.
Unbelievable. So, what does this all mean for you, the player? After wrestling with all these engine limitations, they delivered an incredibly polished experience.
They really did. You've got 6 different maps, random weather, and even a custom cinematic explosion when the payload reaches the end.
And they even programmed the backfill AI bots to actively play the objective, heal you, and drop ammo, which is wild.
And all of this was built by people who aren't getting paid. They engineered around every roadblock just for the love of the game.
Which leaves you with this to think about. If a small group of fans in a Discord server can engineer a silky smooth, complex game mode using sheer passion and duct tape logic,
Right.
what does that say about the untapped creative potential hiding inside the games you already own? Maybe the next great gaming experience isn't sitting on a store shelf. Maybe it's just waiting for someone to build it out of spare parts.